Good. I just want to say that I think I'm speaking on behalf of every woman who watched that show that you showed a tremendous amount of character by not going where they wanted you to go and ask your wife for money.
You mean you like the fact that he didn't?
I like the fact that he
didn't pimp out his wife on The Apprentice.
Exactly. And I think
absolutely.
I think that Donald Trump is kind of full of shit because he kept saying, you know, it's not about the money, and then he, you know, put Jesse off because he wasn't going to ask his wife for money. So I just think that he's great for that, and I just wanted to tell him that.
Thanks, but don't forget, you know, that show's not real life. That's just television.
Right. That's a good point. Ryan, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, Howard, got a comment and a question for Jesse. One thing nobody realized what Jesse said on The Apprentice, he was in the room alone with Brandy Roderick, that miserable poker chick, and Joan. Joan storms out of the room, and Jesse goes, guess it's just me and you bitches. My wife and I were laughing. But my question for Jesse, huge fan, Jesse. You started this whole motorcycle bit with Discovery Channel. What's your thoughts now on how watered down it is with these guys like OCC? You know, you're the forefather of this, and these guys are still going on and on.
Do other bike shows bother you? Do you comment
not at all. The Orange County Chopper Show was offered to me first, and I turned it down. You know, right. I just take motorcycles a little bit more serious, and I plan on being here 20 years, 30 years from now. And you know, the whole wave of the industries and TV stuff's kind of dying down, and so now all the people that want bikes, like yourself,
right?
They want them for the right reasons, not just because they saw it on TV.
How long does it take you to build a bike?
Well,
on the average,
we got about 2-year waiting list. You know,
no kidding.
Yeah.
And how much is the average bike?
They start at about $85.
No kidding. It's good business.
It's pretty good. It's so labor intensive that it doesn't have a huge profit margin, but it's.
Maybe Fred and I will start building bikes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, is it built from the ground up? You're not customizing bikes.
We get tubing and flat metal into the shop, and the only thing we buy is a motor, trans, and tires.
Wow.
Hey, Jesse, I build scale models. Can you hook me up with a job? I'm sick of construction.
Yeah, no problem. Howard's hiring down here. They had a huge staff.
Dominic, go ahead. Everyone's on with Jesse James. The show is called Jesse James is a Dead Man. It premieres Sunday, May 31st at 10 p.m. on Spike TV. How many episodes are we looking at?
We did 10 episodes, and we still have the season finale to film in a couple weeks. So.
And you live to tell about it.
We'll see.
And, Dominic, go ahead. What do you want to say?
Well, two things. First of all, his bikes are outrageous. But when I went to law school, I rode a motorcycle back and forth 40 years ago. However, the death rate on a motorcycle, not caused by the motorcycle driver, but by other people, is frightening. You can be parked at a light, the safest driver wearing a helmet, and some old lady hits you from behind, you're dead.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, Dominic. You know, as a matter of fact, I think most accidents are caused by angry motorists. Why are people so hostile when they see a guy on a bike? I've seen guys open up their car door to jam the motorcycle driver. Like, they get mad when they can weave in and out of traffic, right? I mean,
if someone does that to me, it's on like the break of dawn.
You would kill them.
Oh, yeah.
You'd beat the shit out of them because they're trying to kill you.
And those are, you know, it's always guys. Women aren't opening their car
I think there's a lack of respect for motorcyclists in general. You know, I think I'm a pretty good rider, and I, you know, really, you know, keened in on when I'm riding, and I can look right at people in their eyes, and they'll pull up to a light, and they'll look right at me, eye contact, and they're like, oh, it's just a bike, and they'll pull out in front of you, but...
I think people would be afraid of motorcycle drivers because most of them are motorcycle clubs.
No, you're just trying to talk yourself out of it. There is a little bit right there. Come on.
I enjoy my life. I don't want to even take a chance that some little old lady's going to smack into me.
Well, don't ride where they are. Stay out of Florida.
I mean, come on.
No facing death for you, huh?
Ralph, go ahead. You got the last word.
Yeah, you know what annoyed me most about Jesse on The Apprentice was he kept running around going, I'm a blue-collar guy, like Artie's rap, and... You're not. You're married to a huge star. You've got, like, a huge porn star. You even said yourself you invented this type of reality TV. So how are you a blue-collar guy?
Why don't you come to work with me 15 hours a day and in my shop welding and making stuff all day, 7 days a week? You tell me.
But you're still married to a huge movie star. And you're
that doesn't make me a movie star.
Sure it does. It makes you in that group. It makes you in that group.
Is there an argument
in that group?
But
you
Jesse,
are not
you probably have a tremendous amount of Hollywood friends.
I have a 5-mile radius of life. I live my shop is right where I grew up, and that's where I still work every single day.
In other words, your life hasn't changed as a result of marrying Sandra.
Hey, I'm pretty comfortable with what I do in life, and I know where my place is, and it's not on the red carpet.
Right.
You're not a blue-collar guy, though.
Yeah, okay. You keep thinking that.
Why is it a bad thing to say? I don't get that.
Well,
really.
I just,
it's how he defines himself, and you're calling him a liar.
You're talking through your ass because your head knows better.
I think I know what Ralph is saying on one hand, but he definitely has more of a blue-collar mentality. If you compare him to the other people on The Apprentice, I mean, here's a guy that actually would get up, go to work in the morning, put in his 8 or 12 hours a day and come home and, his hands would be dirty.
Fred,
Trump never did that in his life.
Yeah, but he did the same thing every star in that show did. When you didn't take their advice in their area of expertise, they had a meltdown. Like you screamed at that guy Clint because he didn't take all your advice on the magazine.
Yeah, but you know something? I would listen to Jesse before I listen to Clint because Jesse actually runs a business. Clint does not.
Yeah, but, You
got to step away from the TV just like 3 feet. You're standing too close.
Well, he watches TV all day. I happen to know
That's his life.
Listen, Jesse, I'm curious to see this show. Jesse James is a dead man. It sounds like you could end up dead after this show.
I don't know if you got the memo, but we're all dying.
Yes, I know, but you're rushing things a bit.
It's only dangerous if you're afraid of dying.
You're not afraid of dying?
We're all dying anyway.
No, come on. Stop it. You've got a great life. What do you mean you're not afraid of dying?
Dude, if I could walk out of this studio and drop dead right now and I'd die happy.
Of course, but why end the happiness by doing something crazy like 200-mile-an-hour bike rides?
I think the odds are that you're going to get hit and killed by a cab.
Right.
More than I'm going to get hit driving my trophy truck.
You're probably right. You'll be laughing on my grave.
You'll get hit jogging.
Well, it's a pleasure to...
In the rain.
Didn't the guy that wrote that magazine or that book Running, didn't he die of a heart attack?
The guy who started? Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that's why you just need to get on a bike with the motor. Let it do the work.
I'll probably die from the cold.
I'm telling you, you're going to do it. I could feel it.
Listen, Jesse, you're a good dude. You got to live in a good life.
Yep, thanks for having me, man. This is pretty awesome.
It was great having you.
Finally, I do some kind of media stuff where all my friends I know are going to listen.
Well, hey, that's good. Jesse James is a dead man, and if your wife's listening, tell her I said hello, if you know what I mean.
She is listening.
And tell her that she has to keep the marriage spicy.
You don't want to tell her, hey now.
Hey now. And she should wear sexy lingerie in the bedroom.
She does keep it spicy.
Yeah. How long are you married now?
Almost 4 years.
4 years, and it's going strong.
It's awesome. It's definitely, I didn't start living until now.
Is there less sex now that you're married or more? Tell the truth.
There's just the right amount.
How many times a week?
8.
Are you serious? That's impressive. It's not 8. Don't tell me. Don't leave me with that. All 8 with Sandra?
You know what? If you get a bike and ride it, then I'll give you the whole...
Then you'll give me the answer.
details.
Right, well, then I might have to do it. All right. Jesse James is a Dead Man, premiering Sunday, May 31st at 10 p.m. on Spike TV. Great meeting you.
You too, man.
And we're going to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
The Howard Stern Show, where family is important and father knows best.